The cobblestones of Weatherfield have barely cooled down from one of the most intense, gripping mysteries we have seen all year. If you have been following the harrowing journey of Todd Grimshaw and the dark, toxic shadows cast by Theo Silverton, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The mystery body storyline had us all on the edge of our seats, holding our breath to see how this incredibly heavy chapter would finally close. Now, the absolute shocker of Theo meeting his ultimate demise has left fans reeling, and the actor behind the villain is finally breaking his silence about his departure and his unexpected next move. Before we dive deep into the real behind-the-scenes tea regarding Theo's sudden exit, and where you can see the actor next, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to CoronationST Update. It tells the algorithm you love this content and helps us bring you the freshest, most accurate soap updates every single day. We are building a community of true Corrie fans here, and your trust means everything to us. So let us get straight into the facts. Former Coronation Street star James Cartwright has officially confirmed his very first role since stepping away from the iconic ITV drama. We all know his character, the deeply sinister Theo Silverton, was handed a permanent exit earlier this month. The storyline culminated in a massive mystery body arc, finally putting a stop to the intense emotional turmoil and harsh, controlling treatment he inflicted upon Todd Grimshaw. It was a dark, gripping saga that left viewers completely captivated, but also desperate for Todd to finally find some peace. Now that Theo is permanently out of the picture, James is trading the gloomy, suspense-filled streets of Weatherfield for something completely different, yet somehow perfectly fitting for his talents. James has just been announced to star in a massive pantomime production this coming Christmas. He will be taking to the stage at the Bournemouth Pavilion Theatre, stepping into the shoes of the iconic baddie Abanazar in Aladdin. It seems playing the villain is something James has a real knack for, but this time it will be wrapped in glittering costumes and festive cheers rather than dark alleyways and secret plots. The production is set to run from December 5th all the way through to January 3rd, 2027. If you are eager to see him in action, tickets are already available to book, starting from just £18. Stepping away from such a heavy television role to do a family-friendly panto might seem like a huge leap, but James is incredibly enthusiastic about the change of pace. He recently shared his excitement, stating that he absolutely cannot wait to be a part of the production. He described Bournemouth as a beautiful place and expressed how special it feels to be there over the festive season, performing for local families and visitors. He noted that pantomime has such a brilliant tradition, and he is super excited to dive straight into that vibrant, energetic world. He will not be alone on stage either. The production boasts a stellar cast, starring Jamie Steen as Widow Twankey and Noel Brodie, who is returning for his 12th impressive year in the role of Wishy Washy. But let us talk about the real drama that everyone is still buzzing about. Following his massive exit from the soap, James sat down to explain exactly why the writers chose to have Theo meet his ultimate demise, rather than face a long, drawn-out legal back and forth for his actions. Fans had been debating this online for weeks. Many wanted to see Theo standing in a courtroom, facing the music after accusations surfaced from Todd, and finally being forced to answer for the misery he caused. But James made a brilliant point about the reality of soap storytelling and audience fatigue. He explained that he joins a long, historical line of characters who have met Corrie's own special brand of justice. He pointed out that, ultimately, it was always going to end this way for a character as deeply flawed and damaging as Theo. When dealing with such a heavy storyline centered around intense emotional control and hardship, the writers had to ask themselves a very important question. As gritty and compelling as the performances were, is there really an appetite for the viewers to relive all of that trauma all over again? James broke it down perfectly. He noted that legal showdowns on television are really only effective as a narrative device if there is a shocking new piece of evidence, a surprise witness walking through the doors at the last second, or a massive twist nobody saw coming. Without those elements, A courtroom saga would simply consist of Todd recounting the terrible things that happened, Theo aggressively denying them, and the audience being forced to sit through the dark memories of those awful events on repeat. He acknowledged that while the storyline has been absolutely brilliant and executed with incredible care, it has also been incredibly heavy and emotionally draining. He joked that when people are sitting at home in the evening, just trying to relax and enjoy their corned beef hash, they probably do not have the appetite to relive such a grueling ordeal. The showrunners knew exactly what they were doing. Giving Theo a permanent, undeniable exit provided immediate closure. It gave Todd the definitive end to his nightmare without dragging the audience through months of repetitive dialogue and stressful gavel-banging drama. It is fascinating to hear an actor speak so candidly and intelligently about the mechanics of soap writing. It builds so much respect for the creative team behind Coronation Street. They understand the delicate balance between delivering high-stakes drama and knowing exactly when to pull the plug, so the story does not overstay its welcome. This exit not only protected the integrity of Todd's recovery journey, but also gave James Cartwright a memorable, explosive send-off that will be talked about by fans for years to come. Now, Todd can finally begin the slow process of healing. The dark shadow that Theo cast over his life has been permanently lifted, paving the way for fresh storylines, new alliances, and hopefully, a brighter chapter for one of Weatherfield's most beloved residents. As for James, he gets to leave the heavy, emotionally taxing energy of Theo Silverton behind and embrace the theatrical fun of a classic Christmas villain. It truly is a win-win situation for everyone involved. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this deep dive into the latest Weatherfield tea. If you loved getting the inside scoop on James Cartwright's dramatic exit and his exciting new stage role, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. Drop a comment down below letting me know if you agree with the writer's decision to give Theo a permanent exit rather than a trial. I read every single comment and I love chatting with you all. Stay tuned to CoronationST update because the drama on the cobbles never stops, and I will be right here to break it all down for you next time.